Tonight's planting is going on Halloween, and I did consider planting a tree that I find spooky, like Mediterranean cypresses, which are those very dark pillar-like trees. In the background, a lot of Mediterranean paintings, and I've always found them a little bit unsettling, and there was a passage in a book that I read when I was a child that really added to that. And then baobab trees also have a lot of dark mythology associated with them, but I decided we don't really have space for the latter, and the former is far too flammable, and I'm not sure I want one. And so then I thought I would go with something I do want, that I do think kind of is Halloweeny, because I've always thought that kumquats are probably the most Halloweeny of the citruses, and it's not always considered a citrus. Sometimes it's separated into the genus Fortunella. This is one that was sometimes called Fortunella margarita, although sometimes all of the various kumquats are sunk into a citrus japonica, which is arguably multiple species, arguably one. It's not a complicated hybrid like most domesticated citrus, but it is taxonomically complicated. Where exactly this one is from is unclear. I do think it's most likely from East Asia, from subtropical and warm temperate parts of Japan, China and the Philippines, but there are some indications that it might have started in Malaysia. It's one of the ones that isn't really known in its truly wild form, so it's very hard to be sure. This is going in the site of another tree from roughly the same region, Aloidendron chinensis, which unfortunately was a little bit small and did get buried repeatedly by the chickens kicking up bamboo leaves, and seems to have finally given up the ghost. The stem actually broke off. So this is going immediately due east of the planting there, so it's going to be using all those companion plants to do the one thing that citrus really need, which is shade its trunk, because citrus trunks really do not like direct, especially afternoon sunlight, and it's usually easiest to prune a citrus tree up, but you have to make sure you keep the light off its trunk. Some people do that by painting them. I prefer to do it by planting aloes, and those are already planted, so it's a win. And that should be everything for tonight, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you haven't enjoyed it, I hope you will enjoy the little clip of some young fledgling owls hopping around on top of the water tower, which hopefully will not mean their parents are about to hit me on the head.